This is Algebra Lesson 5.4, Rate of Change. So far, all of our patterns we've seen to get from the next one to the next one to the next one. But in this lesson, we'll see we're actually going to skip around a little bit. It shows us 0 to 1 to 2 right here. And then it goes from 2 to 5, so it's actually skipping a bunch. And here it went from -5 to 0, so it actually skipped a bunch. So when that happens, we don't have exactly what the change is. We'll have to calculate the change. So I see here it went up by 5, and here it went up by 6.56. So if I see how much the output went up, divide that by how much the input went up, it'll tell me what the change was there. And we're going to do a whole bunch of these just to illustrate when I added 1312. Geez, this is 1312 over 1. I get the same rate of change. Here it went up by 1.312. Here it went up by 1. I divide those. I get the same answer. Here it went up by 3. Let's see how much this one's going up by. So I have negative 15.42 divided by minus negative 15.42 minus negative 3.936. And if I do 3.936 divided by 3, same answer. So it doesn't matter if I skipped some, I have the same rate of change. That's the value that goes in for my change in my equation. So I can write my recursive rule now. Where do we start? How do we change? Now this is another little tricky piece. The first value I have on this table is negative 28.54. It jumped off the screen when I underlined it. But that's not my start. My start is actually wherever I see the 0, there's my change. My start. So negative 21.98 is my start, and my change we calculated was adding 1.312. So I can write my intercept equation, y equals, and here's that little note again, this is not the start. The start is where we find the 0. So if I wanted to find the temperature with 9.5 degrees, if I wanted to find the temperature if there was a wind chill of 9.5 degrees, I can put my 9.5 degree wind chill in for my y in my equation. And then solve that equation. I will add 21.98 to each side of the equation. $31.48. I'm going to go to the side. And then I can divide and that is 24 degrees. So when there's 24 degrees outside, the wind chill, or the feels like temperature, would be 9.5 degrees. The last one's a little easier. I'm going to substitute 20 in for x of my equation. Negative 21.98 plus 1.312, 20 degrees. I think I already had that on the table. Maybe I did. And I got 4.26. So if it's actually 20 degrees outside, but we have 20-mile-per-hour winds, it'll feel like 4.26 degrees. Okay, that's it for the notes. Good luck on the exercises. Let me know if you have any questions.